How you
happy to
doing?
have
How
you
you doing?
here. We're going to say it one more time. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on the Worldwide Fleet National Call. We're happy to have you here. Lady J
Thanks
is
for
going to,
having us.
you want to take the reins? Go ahead and get us
Sure
started.
can. So I'm feeling a party vibe on a Monday night, right? Fresh, coming in early. Um, I want to thank everyone that's in the room thus far, all of our brothers and sisters from the Worldwide Fleet DJs Coalition for tuning on in and getting to know more about the real Funky Bunch. Naturally, we would, introduce ourselves. I know you guys are pretty familiar of, how we roll this out. So please introduce yourself and give us a shout out.
I'm Scott Ross, aka Scotty G of the Funky Bunch. My microphone's over here because it's kind of like my recording studio too.
Okay, cool.
I'm hoping, hopefully it's picking me up. But thank
Scotty,
you,
we can
thank you,
barely
thank you for
hear
having us.
you.
You can hear me?
Barely.
We need you to speak up just a little bit closer to your mic.
Let me see, how's that? That
There
better?
you go.
Oh,
Okay,
much
cool.
better.
Again, Scott G, Funky Bunch, world famous Funky Bunch. We're rolling that out too. So that's a new tagline for us, the world famous Funky Bunch.
The real.
Well, we want to go the world famous. You know why? Because it's like everywhere we go, we see our name on a movie and it's saying, this, and it's like, man, we everybody knows it because been to Paris and people in the street knows the name. So we say, let's just be world famous. How about that? And we are the real Funky Bunch. That's true.
Yes. I'm loving it. Which one of the next brothers going to introduce himself?
I'll go in. What's up, everybody? It's Hector, aka HB. Appreciate y'all having us on here today. It's a blessing. Thank you.
Mhm.
It's an honor to have you. And
Hey, my name is Daryl Lopes. I am also known in the studio as the DL. I am the musical producer for the world famous Funky Bunch. I've been blessed to have this opportunity to work with them on this crazy, crazy album. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know how to describe it. But thank you so much for allowing us to be on this call with you and all these DJs because y'all make the music happen. So thank you.
well, you're welcome. And thank you for coming on tonight to join us and give us a bit more of insight on this latest project that's being released. Is it out already or is being released?
It's being released, and we actually put it on our website for people to, peep it out. We want to direct everyone to what we're doing, so we want to have it on this platform. It's our own platform, which is the world famous funkybunch.com. You can go there and actually hear the record from us and Cece.
Oh, awesome. So that's something for everyone to know. Please make sure you do touch base on that one more time before we end up ending the call.
Yeah.
But thank you for leading off and letting us know that. We're missing a brother, aren't we?
We're missing two other brothers.
Two
One
other
just
brothers.
came
That's
in.
right.
How you doing?
One
There
just
it
came
is.
in.
That's
There you go.
Ace, big
There
Ace.
we go.
What's happening?
He's
How you
big
guys
Ace.
doing?
Introduce
So
yourself, Ace.
How you guys doing? My name is Big Ace. I'm from Boston. I'm father of four, and I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to.
He's giving his bio.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to impressing their generation with what we're doing because it's a lot of history that we're
Yeah,
telling. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah.
that's a
So
great
much,
shout out.
yeah.
Making that history. And then we
Oh
still
yeah.
got Marky Mark, right? That we're waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. Well, we can still continue. Ace, Big Ace, thank you very much for joining us this evening. So I just want to acknowledge that I want to be certain this is party, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys come from an era where, and myself growing up, 80s parties were like the best house parties in the world. 70s, you had raves and concerts. 80s was like house party vibes, park vibes, block party vibes, right? And um, what's party like? I would love for you guys to at least express that this is tonight. We're going to be speaking on Party, which is your latest release. Um, Enlighten me on what parties do you feel that Party is going to be part of?
Okay, so are you talking about the Funk B party? record?
The Funk B Party.
Okay,
Thank
okay,
you.
okay. I was like, party. Okay. I got it. No. So Daryl is the producer of that record, and Funk B Party was a combination of a couple of producers, but Daryl laced it and he blazed it. Funk B Party is basically the retro vibe, like the roller disco to the when block parties were happening, the DJs was cutting and nobody got off the dance floor and you seen the breakers come in and they disrupt everything because they want to move the circle out and everyone's dancing and everyone's kind of pissed off. So block party, funk beat block party is basically a nostalgic retro vibe, basically.
That's a perfect way to say
Absolutely,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just chime in too. Yeah, because it's a feel good track. And like you said, me growing up, Scott growing up, he knows we had block parties in the summer every year that we looked
Yep.
forward to. And Daryl knows too, we're all from the
Yep.
same area. We had block parties in the summer that we looked forward to going to. And this is the vibe. It brings us back to them days when we were young and couldn't wait to get dressed and go to the block party that all 3-day weekend or something. So
But
it's
the
definitely
centerpiece of that
nostalgic.
too is when block parties were happening, so wasn't our break dancing, our popping, because that's what we come from. You know what I'm saying? We came from, that's how we started in the game, was the dancing. You know what I mean? And when we go to block parties, you post up, you're looking around, you're like, yeah, yeah. So when we used to have people come in from different cities like New York, Philly, and the battles would happen, it wasn't fist fights, not like that. You know what I mean? It was basically us, what I mean? I don't mean to get off track, but basically us battling and showing dancing skills. What now these guys just do a lot of, man, these kids are taking it to another level. Because I watch, I'm like, wow, some of these kids are going crazy with it. But again, Funk B parties, all the elements into one for sure. Well,
Funk
Darryl,
B
you produced it.
And bringing all people together
Yeah.
Mm.
to enjoy each other. Bringing people together is very important for the funk beat vibe and funk beat party. That's one of the main things that we do is bring people together, especially during a time like right now. We need oneness and togetherness.
And
Quick question. I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
no, just real quick. If I can just say real quick. So, I was born in 1969, so I know what it was like with music in the early 70s. My parents playing records, just hanging out. And if you wanted to go roller skating on Saturday, everybody practiced. You got your skates out, you do the whole thing. That's the
Oh
vibe
yeah,
that we have on Funk B Party. For me specifically, I'm just so thankful to these guys for letting me jump in on this project because I have those vibes in me because I want to feel good about music. There's a lot of great music out, but the vibe has changed. We go back and we look at the 90s and the 80s and we're like, wow, what a time. And we're like, I remember back in the day. I wish I could. That's why we have these throwback Thursdays and old school hip hop and old school R&B because it was a vibe and it was a party. Everything was a party. And so this track and a lot of the tracks on the album are trying to take us back to the good times. And we want to get people up on the good times now. Hence, we're sending you good vibrations. The Funky Bunch ain't playing. They are sending you good vibrations.
oh yeah.
That is phenomenal. Thank you, DL. I really do appreciate that. We appreciate that. And starting from producing, a song that's like the core, and we have so many different DJs and producers amongst the worldwide fleet DJs. So it's great to be able to come into a room like this and be able to present the project. My question in between was for Big Ace, because he said he's a father of 4. Do you see your children and their age ranges hearing the Funk B Party and getting together at a party and just getting funky?
Of course. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter and a 9-year-old granddaughter. They both are in dance troops and they can flip, they full split, they're just amazing. So I know that, and they love getting together with their friends and partying too, because we throw big parties for them and they all dance. So it'd be great for them to see this aspect of me because they don't have any idea that I can dance or that I've been a part of this group, this legendary crew. So it'd be a good learning experience for them, and it'd be great for me to show them, what I could do.
That is the most organic and authentic way to do it. Them families. I can't wait till y'all families get involved on the
Yeah.
project as well.
They don't have any idea that, I have this history with my brothers, so it'd be great for them to experience that. The Funk B experience is going to be great for our kids. Yeah.
Awesome. And then HB and Scotty, of course, having that whole look already, right? Of being Funk B and throwing parties, right? Like that party look and that party vibe. So I could just that's gonna be a blessing. Naturally, we did the shout outs and Miss Tan, by any chance, if you are ready, to my understanding, in the beginning of a national conference call, we're going to play the track. We're going to speak a little bit more into depths about the track, open the floor to the family, and then make sure we play that track one more time before we get on, throwing our own
Before I play the track,
personal Monday parties.
I have a couple of questions
Oh.
myself. So,
Woo, yes.
of course, we're all, in the same age group. So the music makes us feel just wonderful. It's nostalgic, it, brings back memories and different things like that. But how do you think that's going to work with playability or marketing? I mean, of course, you're going to say, your family loves it. We love it. It feels good. But with today's music, how does that fit in, or how are you going to get it to fit in? Anybody can answer.
So I think
Sorry, go ahead.
first and foremost, it's people like you that are going to be the core of it, that are going to appreciate what we're doing. Anything that comes after that is icing on the cake. We're looking to grab that core, the core fans that we had, the people that can remember the days when we were young and doing the block parties and stuff. That's who we're trying to grasp in the
Okay.
beginning. Then anything else that comes after that, like I said, is a blessing, and we hope to grasp that too. But we want to get that core out there, the people that know the music that we're doing is nostalgic and is gonna make you feel like you were 18 again.
Gotcha. So it was the core audience that you were focusing on when you guys were creating.
We were like, it's mixed a little, right? So everybody listens to the records and they like something, right? Everyone does. So with us, we kind of picked sounds, we picked the direction, and we made sure that the album has so much variety in it that it's not going to just cater towards our age bracket. It's going to cater towards every single one. We did a rock song, we did hip hop, we did dance, we did everything that we can do and tastefully. You know what I mean? So when you hear Funk B Party, we actually thought of like Car Wash, right? Back in the day. We actually thought about Warriors, the movie. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear it, you're gonna go back to that era. And at the same time, the young kids that are our kids and our grandkids will listen to that and they'll see the smiles on our faces, like, yo, this is where real things are. So it will transcend into them because people understand great music and good vibes. And that's why we call it, Funk B Party, because everyone likes to party. And when you say, hey, I'm going down to my girls, man, it's gonna be a party, boom. You know what I mean? Everyone's down. So for us, we had to kind of, be the chef in the kitchen with Daryl and make sure that the sounds were correct, make sure the rhymes were correct, make sure everything was basically transparent too, far as our direction, and Hector hit on the nail. Whatever we get on top of that, if we get actually, I'm looking at all the analytics, we are actually getting newer fans because they never saw us before. So it's new to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, that's Mark Wahlberg's guys. Oh yeah.
Right.
We're getting that opportunity to showcase our music to people who have never heard us before. You know what I mean? So when we were with Mark, we were basically dancing, we did raps, we did singing, but in our own shows, you know what I mean? So when you came to the show that we headlined, we would do all that stuff while Mark left the stage. You know what I mean? So we would do our own stuff, but we never got the opportunity to showcase it. 30 years later, man, it's never too late. So, bam.
Never too late.
Yeah.
So
It,
all
it
my
can't.
life, I just want to know how y'all became the Funky Bunch. I mean, I am so into names. I just got to know, was it the sound? Was it the smell? No, I'm just kidding. How did y'all become the Funky Bunch?
We've always been working together, me, Scott, and Hector. We've been working together since we were very young, in our teens. So and we were
Yeah.
called Best Kept Secret back then. Then once, we got to work with Donnie, we just transformed into the Funky Bunch. It was actually Donnie who wanted to have a group around his brother, and he hired me, and I just told the guys, it's back on. And that was it. That's how we started.
That is a
And me,
blessing.
Scott, and Hector had such a great chemistry. I knew the world would receive it once we got the opportunity, the right opportunity.
So
Yeah,
are the
definitely.
vibes the same from then to now? Like y'all just got back in the groove like you never were apart? Or is there a difference because you're older, you had life experiences. What is it like working together now compared to it from the beginning?
I
Like
think it's
riding a bike.
great. It's amazing.
It's fun to
It's
me.
like
It's fun.
it's like riding a bike.
Yeah,
We
it's
we
fun.
we've been like Andy said, we've been together so long. We know the chemistry. We know our nuances. Everything that we do. It's simple.
And we're all brothers, right? We brothers. We're more brothers than our actual brothers. Like we talk all the time. We've done things on the road, and we did all that shenanigans. You know what I mean? So we bonded really well. And then now, 30 years later, we're still them same characters. You know what I mean? Just mature, got responsibilities now. You know what I mean? Some of us went into movies, some of us went into production, you know what I'm saying? Talent management. We did all that, you know what I'm saying? So we weren't away from music at all. We were in music, and we've turned out a lot of groups that were signed to Interscope, Universal, MCA when MCA was MCA. So we've been in the business. We just haven't been doing the Funky Bunch stuff. So we figured we'd take all our talents and our knowledge together and create this juggernaut.
So I'm always, curious, when there's an individual artist, they can decide things on their own. If they wanted to go in this direction, they may have a team, they may not have a team, but when it's a group effort, I think it's a great thing when it's a vibe, right? So the creative process. You have someone that writes, you have someone that does this, you have someone, or everybody do a little bit of everything. How does that go?
Well,
Who wants to take it?
Can I be the
yeah,
geek? Can I be the geek and jump on?
Sure.
All right, so firstly, so you guys know, I knew Scott and Hector way back in the day. We all came from the same city, New Bedford, about an hour south of Boston. So I met Andy like once before this whole project, way back in the day. He don't remember me, but I remember him. Um, but as a fan, because I've always been a fan of them, because it was like we had a lot of talent in New Bedford, and they were the guys that were like kind of the breakout. We had some other folks that did some stuff and got out and did and they're exceptional in the music industry, just like these guys are. But for me personally, coming back into this, it's the same thing. They're the same guys. They're just older now, and as Scott brought out, Hector brought out, they've got different family responsibilities and all this other stuff, but they are the same guys. And I'm gonna just make this side point. Um, my opportunity to be on this project, y'all don't even know because of the relationships they have with people from back in the day. There are so many features on this album from back in the day. It's nuts. It is insane. It's literally insane. I mean, it's like realistically, like I just moved to North Carolina and I'm hearing all this stuff on, how it is black radio down south. If we're in Massachusetts, we're kind of cut off. But down south, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, Keith Sweat's on tour? I already knew about New Edition. They're just so big. Oh, yeah, I know about that. Wait a minute, Cisco, Drew Hill, Genuine still on tour? People are clamoring, climbing walls to get back to those vibes. And these guys have the same energy. They just got people to join them. I mean, come on, we got CeCe Peniston on the first single. How do you do that? How do you do that? It's
Right.
because of them. It's
Yeah,
if they
for
weren't who they
sure.
were, they would not get a CeCe Peniston on a track. And so I'm geeking out because I'm a fan. I'm like, I wish I could
Sure,
have
for
worked with
sure.
her back in the 90s. All these artists, this is like a dream for me because
Yeah,
I wanted to work with all those artists back in the day, but I'm doing it now. What is going on? But
love
it's only
that.
because the Funky Bunch are who they are and how they work and what they do that I got this opportunity, but that they have these people. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
Evolution XL is going to be crazy. It's going to be
for sure,
crazy.
for sure. All right.
Evolution
You guys had
XL.
a show in Palm Beach, or did you have it yet in West Palm?
No, it's
Not yet. It's coming up, right?
yeah,
There was some buzz about that as well. So I see that you guys picked the tour to be in different areas as well and don't stay like in your area. So that is a testament to how hot you still are because there's a lot of buzz even down south, right?
mm-hmm,
All right.
mm-hmm.
All right, Lady J, you have anything else?
Yeah. In particular with this project, right? Was there anything special that you guys did when you were cooking individually, or did you guys get together and cook this up?
Well, I'm a okay. So 2 years ago, we started the project. 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yep.
And it started off with a conversation I had with Cisco. And I asked him, would he do a song with us? And not surprisingly, he said, yeah, let me hear it. And then when I sent him the song, he was all over it. And then that's our first song we did was with Cisco. And then I decided to say, hey guys, I think we're on to something. And then we got a call from Jeff Epstein, which is the Universal Attractions CEO, wanted to put us on tour. And I said, uh-oh, something's happening, right? Just out of the blue. And we went out with Hammer and Vanilla Ice, and then we decided to get in the studio and do another song. And at the same time, I was like, you know what? It's been 35 years since we actually did anything together, and Good Vibrations is 35 years old, and this is the 35th anniversary. So let's do Good Vibrations, our own style, the Funk B way, and let's get Cece on it.
Mm.
What we did. So this song you guys have is Funk B Party, and Funk B Party came out right after that, and then we did one with like Color Me Bad, So For Real, you know what I mean? So it started coming out, and then Daryl jumped in, I think about a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
and he just been killing it. So this is why I wanted him on this Zoom because, as far as his perspective, he's seen us grow as artists at the same time because we weren't really doing that, we weren't focused on it, but we could have done it. So now we're doing it, and I feel like this is a testament right here for everyone to hear and see. And I'm very proud of the project. And yeah, we delegate to each other what we need to do, and we get on the phone. And right now it's like Hector's in Mass, I'm in West Palm Beach, Andy's in Mass, Daryl's in North Carolina. So we do the work over like the internet. You know what I mean? I record and send it to him, and but we work it out, we get it done. So to long story short, I'm sorry I'm long-winded, but
That's okay.
Yeah, for real.
fear process, and with a lot of some artists that we have on standby to do the second album. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Nice.
what we did smartly was to collaborate with those who were interested, who weren't afraid to collaborate. Because people say, "Oh, the Funky Bunch, ha ha ha, da 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 da." Sometimes they get a kick out of it. Great. They don't know what the funk we can do. You know what I'm saying? And when
Mhm.
they hear it and see it, they're like, okay, now the respect. I get it. It's all about respect in this game. You know what I'm saying? So we'll let the project speak for itself.
I'm literally
just-
from Palm
yeah.
Beach
And
County.
just
That's
to
my hometown.
hop on what Scott was saying. Initially, in the beginning, the year and a half ago when Daryl came in, we was all in Mass at the time, so we was able to go to the studio and create together at the studio at that time. With Daryl bringing the tracks, whatever we would write, some songs were submitted that were already written, whatever, and we created in the studio then. So that was in the beginning.
And so
Thank you.
we heard how excited Daryl was. We usually don't have the producer on with us. Like we always ask the artist, how did you choose the producer?
That's why I thought it'd be a good spin to this. You know what I mean? Because I feel like he's got a lot of information, how he did it, what he's working on, what's his next project, what's the next song. He probably got it in queue. So like, yo, Daryl, play him that new one we got going on. Because we actually we got the Tavars, which is legendary 70s group Tavars. We worked with their sons. So their sons are on their album. This album.
Okay, dope.
All right, so
So-
hold on. If we're gonna talk about how like Scott got me on the project, I'm just gonna give you the truth because you know how you always hear 20 years later the truth. So this is what happened. I called Scott a while back and I was like, "Hey Scott, yeah, I got an idea for a song. Let's do a song together." He's like, "All right, yeah, we'll do a song." And then crickets. I didn't hear from him. Then I called him again, and he's like, "All right, I got something for you. I got this track with Cisco. I want you to do a remix for me. Do a remix for me." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So I grabbed the remix, and I thought, I'm like, "All right, okay, I think I did something with the remix. I'm hoping he's gonna be happy with the remix and stuff like that." after that, then he was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, Daryl still can do music, so we'll let him play with us now."
And a great play date it's been, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
is there like a ritual when you guys got together or get together to make this happen? When you guys were recording, you all are in Massachusetts, right? I asked this question because surprisingly, people do have their rituals, whether it's throwing up shots, somebody needs pineapples, somebody needs chips, there's something.
I think
And you
it's
guys
just
are
our
funky,
energy.
so
I
I'm
think
like,
it's
Coffee.
I
Coffee?
vibe
Coffee.
I vibe totally off of the energy that we emulate on each other's phone calls, the pictures and stories we share, and the music. I totally can feel what they're feeling, and that's what, the angle that I go at the music is from the vibe that I feel from our conversations and the music. It kind of speaks loud. It comes through the music, what I need to do from the vibe that we have.
And, and in the studio we had in Mass, Scott Studio in Mass, when you walk in, everything was Funky Bunch, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch on the walls, everything. So it was inspiring us. Like we saw ourselves on the walls and all this other stuff. So we was like,
But what'd you walk into, Hector? Tell her.
huh?
The podcast. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
we had right,
Well,
the
when you
podcast. Yeah,
walked in, it was the podcast, and this was in
yeah, when you first walk in, it was the area
2019.
where we did where we did our podcast, and it was just laid out. And then you walk into the studio, part laid out. But there was always mementos of us back in the day, posters of us or whatever
It
on the
was a
wall.
dance
That
studio
just
connected to the studio, so we rehearsed in there
yeah,
too. So it was like our own
yeah,
hub.
yeah,
Yeah.
so the inspiration was straight from within,
Mhm.
yep.
period.
Yeah.
Look at that. She made it quicker than we did.
And we
So the
conversate about
inspiration was this bench, guys.
we talk about every song, in depth, so we kind of get a clear idea of the direction of each track.
Now, when you guys are producing, creating, and making these tracks, do you keep in mind the DJs that you're going to be pushing this out to, the stations? Ms. Tan asked about the consumers, but there's the middlemen in marketing and media, aspects. So would you mind sharing on how, let's say, you would present these projects to a pool of DJs, and what would be the number one motivation for you to say you need to be breaking this track and you need to be breaking this album,
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good question because I
That
feel like, it's a challenge for DJs to break a record because nowadays everything is internet, and everyone has access to a lot of stuff. But DJs are the foundation, the bloodline of everything musical, right? And I'm not just saying it because I'm on one of the most amazing platforms. No, I'm being real because my stepfather was a DJ back in the early 70s. So he had he had the turntables where he had to put the penny on top of that and da 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 da. And I was in here messing with his records. I scratched one. I got punished. But anyway, I learned watching him do the mixing and all that mixing with off the ear. And he was from Providence, Rhode Island, and everyone's like, "Yo, your stepfather, yo, he's dope, he's dope." And he would do a lot of parties, and I would be dancing. So that's how I started. So my my intuition on this whole thing is when you guys hear great music, you want to break a record that's great. And you want to kind of test the water to say, hey, we're going to break this one because I feel like this is in itself. Um, for example, the one you're going to play is kind of not the lead record that we have going out. We have Good Vibrations, but CC one we wanted to put out because of the original Good Vibration. This is our own version of Good Vibration. So we want that to kind of be an introduction to the Funky Bunch at this time. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I feel like DJs, honestly, if you break this record, I promise you, this will be one that you would want to break because it's just the foundation for where we all come from. We're just reintroducing it to those who are younger than us, who don't understand how the X lived their lives, Generation X, how we lived our lives. We were rugged. we gone to fights, we went to school, we got bullied, we didn't cry about it, you know what I'm saying? We fought. So we're part of that generation that just was and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So as we are ambassadors of that generation, right? Same with the DJs, you are ambassadors of every generation, even young, old, and new. You want to cross-pollinate it, because right now the industry is hurting, right? So cross-pollinate generations so they understand each other. Because right now everyone's doing this. They're trying to fight for that superiority. But to me, music is music. So I would say, man, if you guys do break these songs, I'll be forever grateful. You know what I mean? I'll be forever grateful, because I feel like DJs, man, you made me dance. You made me want to be with, there's a love
Girls.
song. Yeah, you already know. Heck, thank you. So universal, bro. I believe that.
If I could just say one thing about DJs really, really quickly. So a lot of my friends and family know that I'm a music producer, but they get it confused and say, oh yeah, so you're like a DJ. I'm like, don't disrespect DJs like that. These are the people that they got to lug the equipment around. You guys have to, a real DJ knows when the song is not hitting and people start walking off the dance floor, mix something else in. Real DJs know that. Real DJs know what a hit is. You guys have a vibe. You can feel it, and you push it. You know, when others might not play it, if you feel it, you push it. How many times have you heard a story about a record that other people weren't feeling? Nah, this is not the right type of music. This is not the right genre for them. They don't look right. And then a DJ's like, nah, bro, I'm playing this. And then all of a sudden it breaks and the DJ was right and everybody else was wrong, including record executives. You know, y'all know what you're doing. You know how to move the crowd. So if we can put out a song that you feel like can move the crowd, we know you can. You guys have the power. You guys are DJs are amazing. You don't get enough respect. People will devalue DJs. You know, if you just want to do a simple party, somebody's like, oh yeah, I need you to DJ my party. And all right, well, you need to get your rates. And your rate might be $1,500 for a couple of hours. And they're gonna be like, ah man, I'll just do an iPad playlist. It ain't the same thing, bro. It ain't the same thing.
It's not.
It's not.
It just isn't.
It's not. It's just not.
But
You
we'll
guys
let
have
you
to-
do it.
Yes. You'll learn. We'll learn you. We'll learn
Yeah.
you.
So I have Funk Bee Party. I also have a track that's named The World Famous Funky Bunch featuring, is that the other one you were talking about? All right, so which one do you want me to play first?
The world famous one.
I knew it. That's why I asked. All right, so we're going to drop off the screen and then I'm going to let you guys, one of you can decide who's going to introduce it. Just say we're with we are rocking with the Worldwide Fleet DJs, and then introduce the song and then I'll play it, okay?
Who wants to do it?
Scott.
That's got.
We are rocking with the worldwide fleet DJs. Want to say it now and when? Now? Okay. We are rocking with the world's fleet DJs. I'm sending you good vibrations featuring CC Peniston here live.
Bro.
I know you've been patient. I can see you've been waiting. I can feel your frustration. So I'm sending you all good vibrations. I'm sending to you. I send them to you. I send them to you. I send them to you.
When I'm next to you, when I think about really how long it's been, I don't never ever wanna do that again. We're gonna keep it here right there, energy flowing all damn night, yeah. Taking off like a first class flight, don't care if it's wrong, cause it feels so right. Like
I know you feel the love, feel the love. So don't let me feel you up, feel the love, baby. I know you feel the love, feel it up, baby. So baby, let's build it up.
similar to me, do believe in divinity. Synergy, everything that you hope that it would be like this music be therapy. Come on, baby, get up on this couch now. Pour another drink, you can let your hair down. I'ma take you for a ride, it go up and down and round like. Ooh, I know you feel the love, feel the love. So let me feel you up, feel you up. I know you feel the love, baby. So baby, let's go.
Can I go ahead and play the second one just for the sake of time? All right, go ahead and introduce that one as well.
Funk Beat Party featuring Critical, Miami's finest. Fleet DJs in the building.
Let's go.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. You've been waiting and you've been vibing, and now it's time to turn all the way up. This is a brand new smash hit straight from the world famous Funky Bunch. It's the sound that'll keep your speakers knocking and your body rocking. Turn it up, feel the funk, and get ready to move, because this is Funk Beat Party. Let's go.
You say you want it 24/7. You want me to take you to heaven. You say you like hanging with the big boys. So baby, can we talk like Kevin? Baby, let me show you that new. Cause I like everything about you. And I'ma bring the funk like that. Gotta bring the funk like that. Yeah. Girl, you're cooking like a big command. You get so close, you might get a tan. Here we go again. I'm bringing my crew, bring me some friends. We can go on and on, man. The party don't stop until the early morning. Listen to me when I'm in my zone. Everybody just get along. Yeah, come on. You better make room, cause you know the vibe is cypher time. Watch me jump in and go for mine. We can go on and on and on, and the party don't stop until the early morning. Don't mess with me when I'm in my zone. Everybody just get along. Come on.
definitely a track you got to hear all the way to the end, all the yeahs. All right. We are going to go.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. We're gonna go to our DJs. Let's see who we have. Let me go to the gallery. Carrie Lewis out of Texas.
Yo, my brother's Funky Bunch.
Texas.
Yeah.
What's up, my man?
First of all, man, welcome to the Worldwide Fleet DJs Artist Spotlight conference call, man. Appreciate you guys taking the time out to hang out with us.
Thank you.
First of all, man, both of the
Appreciate
records,
having us.
both of the records, man, are good vibrations. They got good feel good vibes to them, man. I was bobbing my head to both of them, man. Both of these records is what's missing. Stuff like this needs to be played in the mainstream. I'm not sure why. Whatever happened years ago, where it's kind of like a monopoly in the mainstream, and you hear the same kind of songs over and over. And back when you guys were out, it was a variety of music that was out on the charts. You had your guy, you had the Funky Bunch and Madonna and Metallica, Dr. Dre, Michael Jackson. All these different styles were on the charts at the same time. With all the charts just sound. The music just sounds generic now. Everything sounds the same, man. So it's always great to hear different sounding music and try to push this. I'm always an advocate of trying to push the music like this. I'm on a radio station out here in Houston, KCOH Radio. I would love to have you guys on there to talk about your new music and your past music, man. So I would definitely like to get that set up sometime soon, man. So salute to you, brothers, for continuing to bring good vibrations and good music, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
man.
Gary.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Carrie. Next, we're gonna have Dunny Battle.
What up, fellas?
Oh Lord.
What up? What up?
Oh, this is Mr. Battle. This is Mr. Battle. I haven't
What's
met Mr.
going
Battle
on,
yet.
fellas? My brothers, man, listen. I gotta salute you guys, man. Cause I love these tracks. It's just feel good music. And this is the stuff that we needed to hear more of because there's not enough feel good stuff in the club. It's always, you know what I mean? It's always black or white. There's one side dramatic and it's out of control, man. But to have this stuff for the grown folks, we get back to the real feel good and dancing and stuff. I salute each and every one of you guys, man. And Scott, I appreciate you for being in my inbox, sending me all these music and just getting my point of view on stuff. And Hector, my brother, he's over there. He over there cooling on the other side of the pillow. Listen, keep
Viva
doing
Cabo
your thing.
Verde.
Listen, keep doing your thing, man. I'm always here, right here in Providence, Rhode Island. Anytime y'all need me for anything at all, feel free to reach out.
Okay.
Sure, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Battle.
Absolutely, D.
Thank you.
All right. In the chat, you guys saw it. It was going off. They said, I like it. It's dope. We got uplifting, cinematic. I mean, I haven't heard that one yet. Fire emojis. Someone even said they heard
That's
they could
awesome.
see an EDM remix live.
That would be
of Fire
dope. That would be dope.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Summer fun vibe. That is true. It came out just in time for the summer. You gonna say something, HB?
No.
Okay. We got energetic, lots of energy. I mean, everybody says it's grown and sexy two-step. I did think I'm going to be adding this to my exercise playlist for sure. Let's see, dope. Yeah, really, they really like it. We don't have any complaints in the chat. So do we have anybody else that wants to say something? I don't see any more hands. Do you see any more hands, lady? Jay?
I'm looking. Well, Scotty definitely got something to say.
That's high five, y'all, man. That's high five.
Word up.
And y'all listening, don't want to chime in. That's fine, man. But I'm high fiving y'all for even taking the time out of your schedule, busy
Thank
schedule.
you.
High fiving y'all, man. Thank you for even giving it a good look, good listen. You know what I'm saying? We love the feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. Trust me, we've been at it for a minute, and we've been groomed by the best. You know what I'm saying? So it really means a lot to us when we even get on a platform like this to even have to, hear you guys' replies and hear these two lovely ladies on here telling us that it's dope. And, we do it for y'all, man. We do it for
Sure.
people, the music, the culture, period. You know, when hip hop was coming out of New York and it's coming out of LA and it was coming out of Miami area, you know, we were in the beginning of it because you got to remember when we started doing our Dancing with Mark, our audience was not hip hop. It wasn't that. We actually introduced it to that masses.
Wow.
You understand? They were like, oh shit, these dudes are actually backflipping, flipping over each other, break dancing, windmilling. You know, so we were introduced. So we were always hip hop from the beginning. So I feel like, you know, right now we're just kind of bringing our musicals to the forefront.
Well, Scotty, we would like to get a high five in person if you could come to our Fleet DJs conference.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're
absolutely.
having a Fleet DJs conference in my city, which is
Okay.
Jacksonville, Florida this year, July 16th through the 20th. It's our 15th annual Fleet DJs
Wow.
conference. If y'all can put it in your schedule, we would love to meet you guys in person. You could come down, meet all the
I'm already down.
DJ,
I'm in West Palm
network.
Beach.
Yes.
I gotta
I'm in
pull up.
West Palm. All you got to do is pull
Make
up.
that.
Yep. You got to pull up.
Yes, that's only what, 4 hours? That's
Yeah. No,
Also,
that's
let me
7
say
hours.
this. Let me say this that appreciate y'all. Please wait for the rest of it too, because you're hearing the dance stuff, but we got some R&B rap stuff that's smashing too, man. We got a little Afro beat vibe stuff. We got it's an eclectic bunch of music, man. So can't wait for
Truly
y'all to
is.
hear the
Truly is.
whole thing.
This is an album to look forward to.
for sure.
And we
Yes.
have, once again, so many producers and DJs that get to play music amongst one another and for the world completely. So I could just imagine. I know Donnie's outside on a regular. So is Kerry Lewis. So these are two brothers that came, you know, to just express their admiration that you guys are still putting out great music, you know, and wholesome music, flavorsome music. And with the names that you guys were mentioning and DL was sharing, like, okay, this may not, what we've heard tonight may not be the beginning of that album, nor will it be the ending of the album, because you're already working on album number 2. When you've been, how can you say, fermenting and perfecting album 1. So I'm enlightened by, you know, everyone's reactions. I'm enlightened by everything that you've shared with us today. And grateful that Miss Tam and DJ Miss Tam, because DJ Miss Tam is a DJ. I'm a host and she's a DJ. Are honored to be able to, you know, express that we would love to see you in person at Jacksonville, Florida, July 16th to 20th. Almost got me messed up. Sometimes I get a little dyslexic with numbers, you know. After you crunch them all day long, that's it. By the end of the night, the 9 is a 6, and that's it. Anyhow,
Right.
So we also, go
Miss,
ahead.
I was
Sorry.
just gonna say, so Miss 10, nah, go ahead. I was literally gonna say, so Miss 10.
I wanted to also say, for the Two Fly radio station, because we interviewed CeCe Peniston as well with her new music. So the operations manager did say we have a new song that we're going to put in rotation. It's an all-female DJ station. So that first one works very well for the online station. But let us know how, if anybody else wants to get the music, wants to get drops from you guys, how do we contact you?
Just go to our Instagram, right? I'm always checking the Instagram stuff. Just hit DM us there, or you can hit up, you can call me directly, or Donnie knows how to get in touch with me, or our website. We have all the information on our website, which you can go to theworldfamousfunkybunch.com. You can download the single from there. We got plenty of merch that goes with the single.
You can get a hoodie too.
You get a hoodie, but what we did too, you know, what's different is that we collaborated with the artists to do merch combos. So you get Digital Underground and the Funky Bunch hoodie. That's a combination of both groups. So
what's the IG?
The Real Funky Bunch.
The Real Funky Bunch.
All right, I just wanted everybody to have it.
And Donnie keeps
I
saying,
do want to ask,
we should have played the 90s Love one. I said,
yo, that's Donnie for real. He keeps saying this. I can't wait to hear it.
Like,
Yeah.
that's with Digital Underground. That's why he wants to play it.
Something that I would love to ask is, right? You just mentioned that there's merch, right? There's merch to match the music.
Yeah.
Visuals. We never asked, do you have any visuals that is in the works being produced to this whole entire
Yes.
album?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, and twice. Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
We just
Can't wait.
It's gonna, and during our record release party, we're gonna showcase the videos and all that stuff then.
If you need any rollerblading extras, you already know where I'm at, Lady G. We'd love to be a part of that.
So-
Yeah.
We also have our book available on the site too. It's a little coffee table book with pictures and history and bios and stuff like that. And it's a good read.
As a fan, the book is no joke. It gives you the story because everybody wants to talk about Mark. I'm not being disrespectful in any way. I'm saying everybody wants to talk about Mark. But what about the Funky Bunch? You get the actual story about the Funky Bunch in that book. It was well done. The guys did a great job. Very, very well put together.
Amazing. Speaking about literature, I have an e-mag that is out. Also, printed magazines are coming out soon. We're always looking for literature. Not saying that, I'm going to dismiss the music aspect, but, just humbly speaking, when it comes down to the fact that you guys have a book where people can actually come and become more familiar and digest it and make the mental notes outside of just hearing the music and watching the music videos. I would love if we can connect and kind of maybe put something out there, a feature on your book. So we'll be getting in touch.
That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that
we
is
got
awesome.
5 more
That's
minutes.
good.
Do you have any questions for us or for the DJs or any
If we
other
got
questions
5
for us?
minutes, do we have that song in queue so Donnie can stop saying it?
What's the name of it again?
I don't know if he
90s kind of love.
Yeah,
No, I
Donnie's
don't have
like-
that
Donnie's
one.
like, yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Donnie.
That's all right. So, I mean, in closing, it started off as an idea. Now it's turned into a reality. So we have our side meetings and stuff to make sure we're all mentally prepared for stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of still, no matter what, I think people still have to be media trained, right? Media training is very important. Some people don't do it. You got to go old school because the old school it was the blueprint to what we're doing now. Although we're closer together, you know what somebody's doing in the next room by the phone, right? So now it's so close niche, everything has to be tightened up. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So
Who
if I had to give advice
put
to
to make my
younger
video?
generation, I would say stay close to your do what you feel is authentic and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I don't know I forgot the joke what Hector was doing. I'm sorry, Hector.
No, that was DJ Mr. Bird. Shout out to DJ Mr.
somebody
Bird.
Oh, it's Mr. Bird. He put
Yes.
he's gonna make my video for the new good vibrations. Got jokes.
That was
DJ
awesome.
Bird
Are there
got
going to be any
jokes.
visuals?
Got jokes.
He's talking about the Sega Genesis one where
Yeah.
we were the only
Yeah.
one Sega Genesis.
Probably the biggest flop video game there ever was.
But
it's
Are you
all
guys
good.
going to have new visuals though?
It may have been, but nobody
Yes.
was doing it back then.
Oh yeah,
Nobody.
for sure. Like the
Nobody.
album also has so many different life lessons that you learn that we went through, which shows the evolution of the group, which is so important to me. Like it shows how important our family and our friends and all the relationships that we have. We kind of capsuled all that. It's not just a party album, but it is a feel good album. You get a wide spectrum of who we are through this body of work that we did. And that's what I love about this. And I think everybody's going to appreciate that.
Facts,
And there has to be visuals because at the end of the day, we're entertainers. That's what we do.
I would like to suggest the fact that in our era, we weren't so much of video game heads. We weren't all into the virtual stuff back then. Get the children, get the youth involved and maybe making another game. Mr. Bird might have something for you. It just might happen to be on an app, being that you're doing digital music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Maybe think about it. You never know.
Hey, Mr. Bird's a coder on the side. He just didn't tell you.
I met with a nonprofit called Digital Vibes. It's a nonprofit organization here in Florida that give kids they're a mobile unit. They got DJ booths on there. They have a recording booth on there. they have a podcast on there, and they go around different schools and show the kids that, you know, their talent. So it was a dope bus. Like it was lit up. It was really, I was like, man, and it's owned by a brother named Will. I just met him today, but we're gonna attach that nonprofit to our stuff to give back to the youth of
Nice.
the young generation. So
That's
I
what
met,
it's
There you
all
go,
about.
Scotty G. There you go.
met with them
Full
today.
circle.
Mhm.
Yeah,
All
that's the
right.
name.
Phenomenal. I can't wait to catch up with you, Scotty. I
Yeah.
will be hitting you on that inbox. Got a couple of things to connect on. I want to thank every one of the Fleet family that came on, the entire
Yes.
Funky Bunch.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Big DL,
Thank you.
who did his thing and continues to do his thing with the Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys could have been anywhere, but thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for still giving great music to the world. It is well needed. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless.
Thank you.
you.
Appreciate it.
God bless
Much
you.
love.